radios. Little things you can hold in your hands.
Hi YouTubers, it's George. I'm in the garage and yeah, got a few handheld radios here sitting on the bench. Not all mine, although I'm accumulating some at the moment, and I've got a repair job to do, and yeah, this one, the display is not working correctly and it's not transmitting very well. I think that one's been dropped, and I've got to try and reprogram those if I can so they're both the same, and some of these could do new aerials and one thing or another. So that's my job today, is to get that one sorted to transmit properly, and then waiting on some new programming leads for radios, because I get requests to program some of these from time to time, and I've got so many leads, but I could do with a couple more. Very low cost, but hopefully I can interchange programs and things like that between these radios. Now the first thing I've done is I've removed the battery, because this is one of the larger battery packs for this radio, and I'll put that on charge over here. Right, I'll put it on charge over there. Removed the two screws which hold the belt clip. I've got to get these special screws out, and you need a special screwdriver for doing these, and I haven't got one, but I've got a screwdriver that will actually fit. Now with the screws out, the four black screws, which is basically two here and two here, then it's a matter of pulling the silver knob off the top and removing the brass collar that goes around the volume, and also there's a brass collar around the aerial socket here, and that has to be removed, and then it should slide out of the case. Now I believe it to be the switch itself that's faulty. Now I've got it apart, and I've got a new switch which is that there.
These things, we'd never be out of contact again.
So the radio just come on, and but this is my switch kit. So I've got quite a few thousand switches in here, and but I believe it's that one which is in there, and whether I can change that without damaging anything, I'm not 100% sure. But as it is, it's faulty, so it needs changing. So I've got to disconnect the speakers, which are there, and move the case out the way, and then I can concentrate on taking this board off the top, which could be a problem. It could be a write-off. Anyway, we'll have a go. Well, I've got the speaker disconnected there. I've got the LCD display out and the backlight off, and this is where the zebra strip goes, which is like the display. So I've got to undo all these screws so I can lift this board, and hopefully I can then get at the PTT switch, which is just there. Hopefully. So I've not done one of these to this detail. It's a bit like performing an operation, because some of the components are minuscule, like here. Now this lifts off but you've got to get this connector off first, and there's a hidden screw, and the hidden screw is just down there near the LED, which you put your screwdriver down there, and when that's out and these two screws for the coaxial connector, that comes off. And this is the heat sink to get rid of the heat from the transmitting section. Right, and also a screen. Okay. What I need to do now is, this is the switch which is giving the problems. That one there. So I need to find out how you unsolder it. Okay, and I think the first thing I'll do is to test what type of switch it is, to see if it's normally open or normally closed, and I can do it with this one. Right, so let's do a test with a multimeter. Well, I'm putting it back together now. Got a new switch in it. That's the old switch, and it's the most difficult soldering job I've done in a long time. My hand's not that steady, and I've got to put the LCD display back, hoping that I've not affected the zebra strip, and I'm wondering if it may cure the display problem at the same time. It's possible, because it might have just been dislodged. This is what's called the zebra strip there, and on this display, and yeah, it's not one of the easiest jobs to do, even putting that back. Well, it's back together and it's working.
Frequency mode.
And transmit. Every time, so that's okay. Needs this one needs an aerial. It's the wire's broken inside and the rod's broken off. They're easy enough. I'll get one of them on order.
Yeah, it's the aerial. See, we need more aerial.